Hi, welcome to the tutorial on Dropbox for a house-to-home showcase. Dropbox is a cloud-based application that house-to-home uses to transfer files amongst people that are working remotely. We know that a lot of you spend time out in the field and can't necessarily come in and grab files and update files, but Dropbox is a great way for us to not only back those files up, but to share and have multi-user ability on individual files. Here's a brief video that kind of explains exactly how Dropbox and cloud-based applications work.
You know how it feels to forget something, like a wallet, phone, or keys. It's like part of your life is missing, along with the things you need. In the real world, you have to plan ahead to prevent problems. But these days, the important stuff you keep on computers and phones can be there for you, wherever you are. Files saved on one computer can now be available on all your computers and phones automatically. This is the big idea behind Dropbox. Dropbox lets you bring all your photos, docs, and videos anywhere, and share them easily so you can always have your stuff when and where you need it. Let's meet Josh, who is preparing for a big trip to Africa. Right now, all of his trip info is spread across his laptop, desktop, and phone. He wants to bring it all with him and is tired of having to email files to himself. Then a friend told him about Dropbox, which creates a new kind of folder on his computers. These folders work hard to be exactly alike, even across Macs and PCs. By adding his itinerary to his Dropbox, he can be sure that it is automatically saved to all of his computers and phones. The same thing happens when he makes a change to his itinerary from his laptop. Dropbox updates it everywhere. But it's not just his computers. Anything he puts in Dropbox is also available from the Dropbox website. This way, if his Jeep takes a dive and his computer is ruined, his files are still safe and sound on Dropbox. As it turns out, Josh's Safari was a success, and his laptop made it home with lots of videos and photos for sharing. Instead of emailing everything, he just shared a Dropbox folder with his mom so she can pick the photos she wants to frame. Whether you're traveling the world, running a business, or sharing photos with mom, Dropbox simplifies your life so you can get on with your next adventure. You can download Dropbox now at Dropbox.com.
Okay, so hopefully now after that you have a better understanding of how Dropbox works and cloud-based file sharing works in general. So the next step is for you to sign up for a new account and simply just enter the information right here, sign up, and then download the Dropbox application. It's a small application, it's really simple, just go through the walkthrough that it'll give you. And then after that, it will drop a folder onto your computer and probably a shortcut to that folder onto your desktop. And from there, you can take a look at it. There's really not much in it to start off, just a couple of folders that really don't have anything in them. And I think the public folder has a brief sort of write-up on how to use it. That's about it. Anyway, you have 2 gigabytes in this folder that you can place things into, and up to 2 gigabytes that will back itself up onto the Dropbox server. And this is your personal Dropbox. This folder is your personal Dropbox, and anything that's inside this folder and in these folders and any folder that you create that's not a shared folder is yours, and you're the only person that can access that. You can also have that across your tablet or your phone or another computer if you like. If you want to load the application up onto those computers or devices and using the same logon and password. And what's going to happen is somebody from House to Home is going to send you a link to all the shared folders that they have And what's going to happen is once they do that and once you accept it, a bunch of folders will appear inside this folder. Now these are shared folders. Like for example, let's pretend that one just sort of pops up. You get invited to Sales 2013, and this folder is a shared folder. It's different than this folder because it's not just your folder. It's a folder that everybody has access to. You can change things that are inside that folder in the same way that you can change things that are in any other folder. For example, if we open this up, let's say there's a bunch of files in here. Right now I just have one pretend run sheet in there. Let's say that you modify this. You open it up, you type into it, and then you save it. That's going to save it, and every single person that has access to that sales folder on the Dropbox will see your change that you just made. But also, if you were to delete it or move it, let's say you took it out and you moved it. Oops, doesn't really want to do it. There you go. You move it onto your desktop, let's say. Now it's been taken out of this folder. Now every single person that shares this is going to see this exact same thing. They're not going to see the folder. Unfortunately, they don't have it on their desktop. It's only on your desktop now. So if you delete something out of here or remove something from it, just know that it removes it for every other person that has access to that. Another cool thing about Dropbox is that if you want to send a link, let's say you you want to send a media kit to a potential client, all you have to do is right click the file that you want to, navigate to the media kit, and once you get access to all the different folders that will be you'll be invited to, take time to kind of look through them and familiarize yourself with all the different files that are in them and the organization. But once you actually do know where things are, you can navigate to let's say the media kit, for example. Just simply right click it and go to Dropbox and then share link. Now from here, it's going to ask you just what email you'd like to send it to and the message you'd like to send it to, and it'll actually allow you to import contacts from your contacts list if you want to as well. You can either get the link and then copy and paste it, or just send the link directly and Dropbox will send it for you. And that's a really easy way without having to attach large files, because some of the things like the media kits are a little bit on the larger side, and it allows you to send a link and they can download it at their leisure without having to actually send some massive file through your email. Okay, well, here's one last thing. There is a way to access the Dropbox and everything that you are allowed access to without having to be on your computer or your tablet or anything. Like, let's say you're on a foreign computer, and all you have to do is go to the Dropbox.com website and sign in using your username and password, or your email and your password, same one that you used to create the account, and you're going to get what's going to look like this, basically, which is exactly what this is right here. And you can even access the same files. You can send links by right-clicking, sharing, downloading, and deleting, all in the same way that you could with the folder that's on your desktop. But this you can do from anywhere, and everything still applies. If you delete something on here, it deletes it. It deletes it on everybody's computer if it's a shared folder. And that's actually pretty much it. I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and please check out all the other tutorials. Thanks.